Doo-doo-doo-doo. They
Do.
that actually cut
Yeah.
my intro off a little bit.
Hey now.
Oh boy.
There shall be none of that on Friday mornings. No. On any
We
morning.
have a bunch of stuff for today. Let me tell you.
Good
Um,
morning.
I actually have some good stuff on X if people want to go over and look because I can't play it here.
Yep.
No way. um, there are
Wait.
two posts that I made this morning of stuff that I found,
Mm-hmm.
and oh boy, I'm surprised even it's on X of all places or Twitter, whichever one you want to go by. But ooh boy, it basically puts it all out there.
Yep.
Let's see
Greetings, wildlife.
here. We'll go ahead and get some people woken up here a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Come on, peeps. Wake up, drink your coffee, take a couple of sips. Let's go.
We'll play something to get you moving a little bit.
Are you didn't do it?
Diet.
What?
Just think it's time for you to diet.
Can you explain?
It probably boost your self-esteem. You probably feel a lot better.
Uh-huh.
I mean, most women at this point get tired of it.
Tired of what?
Tired of the blonde hair. I mean, aren't you ready for like brunette or even red? I like redheads.
To diet.
I mean, you've been talking about it. What?
Oh, I thought I was gonna murder you today.
I was waiting for her frying pan to come up off the stove like usual. They're an awesome couple. They do
Yeah.
real funny stuff.
Oh,
Hey, Vesta. Pat
hey,
Evans.
that's interesting. Something just popped up.
Who else is in here? Jennifer. Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Batgirl. Me. Pat Evans. Skoriki. Bubble Bibble. I said it. Usually I'm like bubble bubble. What life
Oh,
investor?
I don't know what this is. I'm something on my screen that I don't even know what the heck. I don't know if I put that up there or the story I was talking about changed or something. I don't know.
Hello, Gariki.
Hey, Eric, how's it
Hey,
Good
going?
morning.
he's awake.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Ooh.
Okay, and I think this is awesome. I don't know if it's a true story or not, but it kind of seems like it might be. Um, go ahead and put it up there. Uh, Nowadays, there's a lot of bad people get on motorcycles and jump off and take stuff and then ride off
Yep.
with their goods and stuff. Um, this shows two ladies that have better ways of dealing with these sorts of people. video there. And I'll probably get hit for that song, but oh well.
He even took off his helmet.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
He completely changed his ways. And again, I don't know if it was a made up thing or not, but it's been known to happen. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
It's pretty inspirational. Very inspirational.
And let's go ahead and head over to New York City.
Do.
Migrant accused of beating 2 NYPD officers at a Manhattan shelter arrested again. Already free on without bail.
What?
And this is a normal thing, you know.
Yeah.
They keep doing this kind of thing, and judges pop them out and let them go. The jails are full.
Past the capacity, way
And
past.
they're told not to deport back. Let them loose. Yeah, don't send them home, because that's a vote for a Democrat.
No. I know, that's one less vote. Don't do it.
And yeah, it's an ongoing thing that's going on right now. And I saw this, and I was made me giggle. Biden in the grocery store. It's probably the first time he's been in a grocery store for since he's been in office. How many? 87 years, and he hasn't done anything in politics. It's like, this is a grocery store. You see his face.
He's in the wrong aisle. He needs to be down in the personal care aisle.
Baby
Again, they're talking about focusing on prices and everything, but since he's been in office, food prices went up 25%, and that's the bare minimum. There are a lot of products and different things that the percentage is way higher than this, and that's just from 2023. That's not this year. This year, most places, like Walmart, these big box ones, have gone up 14% on top of the 25. So, again, that's not this year yet. They don't put this in. This is 2023 range. And it also shows what these big box stores, who there are donating to their campaigns. They're donating to Democrats. Why are they going to Democrats? Because Democrats, well, I'll put it this way, because Republicans want to crack down on a lot of their the middleman type thing. And the Democrats want to where they raise the prices on stuff, and they're all for that, because that's more profit for them.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, Albertson, which is 291 million, more than triple. It's 90,000 through 2021 to 2022. And this is the same for Kroger's is went up from 141,000. The list goes on and on and on, and money is pouring in left and right,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all big business is, and this should be waking people up. If big business is upping the money that they're putting in for campaigns and stuff, and it's all going to the Democrats, why are they doing this? And it's because that's their investment to make more money.
Goriki's like, Joe's all like, wow, this walk-in fridge is huge. What do you call it? Store? Morning, Donna. Morning, Shireen.
In other news, we have a Japanese woman who loves bananas is now the world's oldest person. Yeah, I think 116. Well, look at that cake. You got more fruit on that cake. Now that's a fruit cake there. Yeah, Japanese woman become the world's oldest living person at the age of 116, following the death of a 117-year-old Maria Bryas, according to Guinness World Records. Her age and birth date, May 23rd, 1908, were confirmed by Geologist Research Group, which validates details of people through to be 110 and older, and put her at the top of its world's ranking. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Wow. Wildlife like, dang, beat Jeff.
116.
Wildlife said, dang, she beat out Jeff. Jennifer said, she's older than my house by 4 years. That's crazy.
I think my house is actually older. 1902, yeah. Let's see what else.
I grew up in that was in 1800, so she's younger than my house.
We have the Holy War erupts as National Guard officer booted from command for voicing Christian beliefs. And this is nothing new. You know, this has been going on since the beginning of time. So it's really nothing new, but yeah, all the posts on his social media and how public he is about his hate toward individuals like me and my family, not just for me, but for my husband and child. Liberty Council has announced it is bringing a free speech fight to the Idaho Army National Guard, demanding the organization restore the career of an infantry officer who was removed from command and illegally pressured to resign because the soldier complaints about the officer's statement regarding his personal Christian beliefs. And it goes on talking about how all the stuff that he had gone through at this base in Idaho and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's nothing new, but whenever we hear these things, we're kind of shocked, like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's not right. But it happens all the time, every day. And it's happened in the past every day. And we still act like we're shocked about it. Let's see here.
Everybody's shocked about it, but they don't do enough to stop it.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen
Well,
again.
it's always going to be a thing because
Mm-hmm.
the enemy is always working in the trenches.
Yep.
Yeah, it's time for a funny.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
you start off with this, but I like these three guys. They do this little bit. Sometimes they're aliens, and sometimes
there's Alien Blue Man Group. What?
they're animals or something like that.
What do you call a pig that practices karate? A pork chop. What's with you guys barnyard animals today? What did Sushi A say to Sushi B? I don't know. Wasabi. Now they know. Come out, go. That's okay. What did they call the Terminator once he retired? The Exterminator.
Jeez.
Horrible jokes.
It makes you laugh because you're hearing them giggle and stuff. You know, it's so funny.
They really get into it. It's like horrible dad jokes, but they're still funny.
Right.
Yeah. Ozzy actually made it in the news.
Oh.
Unfortunately, not a good thing or anything,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne mourns the loss of his good friend. I love you always. And he's talking about his dog Rocky. Yeah. Prince of Darkness took to social media to share his sad news. 2 days ago, I lost my good friend Rocky, who has been by my side for 15 years. He wrote on Instagram alongside a photo of himself and the black and tan Pomeranian. I'll see you on the other side, my friend. I love you always. And yeah, there's a lot of people on his post that making fun of him for, because it's a pet, and we're not supposed to be upset when our pets die and things. And again, it's very irritating. It's not a pet, it's a family member. If you've spent 15 years with an animal that's been by your side, it's just like a friend or a family member that passes. It always means things like that. And the people who post things like that on social media are just heartless people.
I remember when he took the dog. Remember when him and his son Jack did their own little world tour?
Yeah.
The RV. They went to that dog museum and they had done a big picture of Rocky for him. It was awesome. That
And
dog was beautiful too.
that dog he must have been related to Jeff, because he had gas all the time. He would fart. Is that Jack? Is that Jack in the back right there? Yeah. Yeah. Again, that's people are cruel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I kind of want to go over, and I know I said I wasn't going to, but there's so much about the DNC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here, let me find this real quick. Okay, here we go. Let me share this. There it is. Okay, let's make it bigger. I'm just gonna play it. Okay. A good thing Eric's already muted, so here we go.
Uh-oh. Big Mike.
Here we go.
Whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or none of the above, this is our time. Whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or none of the above, this is our time. Whether you're
Oh my goodness.
Oh, is that worse than was that worse than runny eggs, Irish?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'd rather watch running eggs all day than that. Oh,
Yeah. Disgusting.
you know who
Perfect
she
spot
looks,
to mute to pause it at.
she looks like the chef from the new Mediterranean yachting show with Captain Sandy. She looks like with the mustache. It makes her look just like the chef that's on that show. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yeah, but he's got a beard on this one.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what
she's getting back to her roots.
Forgot to take your hormone pill.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to play that. When I first saw it, I was cracking up laughing. I'm like, oh, they actually got her or his good side.
Morning exercise with Big Mike. 9 a.m. today, Seattle.
And let's go ahead and show him our meme for the day. Let's see if you got. I don't know if this makes it better, easier to see. Or, no, cuts it all off. They need to make these things appropriate size so I get them both in there.
Mm.
Okay, if you can't read it, it says, I make less money. Everything is so expensive. My life is so miserable for the past 3 years. And then here comes your host for the TV show or your media guy. Wrong. The experts say that you're happy. And that's your media for you. I thought that was one of those good things.
WTH, Rose Young, welcome.
And let me bring it over here to Ohio. Go ahead and play this. If it plays, I don't know if it will. Of course, I got to put music in it. Well, evidently, they're not going to play that now. They had a story about this, but as you can see, a former Ohio middle school teacher is headed to trial after she resigned for refusing to address two students. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
by their preferred names and pronouns and asked them to and have them removed from her classroom.
Wow. Good for her, though.
The teacher, I'm not going to mention her name. You can see it up there. Alleged in a 2022 lawsuit against Jackson, well, says it all, local school district. Her First Amendment rights were violated when she was told to resign from the middle school language arts position.
Wow.
I got some pronouns for him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
After nearly 2 years of back and forth, the U.S. District of Court for the Northern District of Ohio ruled this month that forcing her to use students' preferred names amounts to compelled speech, and said the school's pronoun practices was not neutral.
And of course,
And I guess that's it.
Yeah, look at the crayons.
yeah, of course, all the colored
They-
crayons. Yeah.
They did have it was a full story.
Mm-hmm.
Last night when I came upon this story, it was a full story. Now it's just, writing on the background and music and stuff.
Yep.
And they play that music so us YouTubers won't play it because we get in trouble for that kind of stuff. So
There's a thing called the mute button. We can still play it.
yeah. The
Hey,
fact being that again, this is like the religion thing. It's out there right now, and it's
Yep.
so many teachers are going through this, and doctors and you name it. If we don't follow along with everybody else, we're forced to resign, quit jobs, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous.
I don't think people well, maybe they do realize it, but this indoctrination of the youth and then the younger adults, which I am not. You remember when the village idiot from Kenya was making his speech and he said he's going to fundamentally change America? Well, he did. But this started way before him. And it's the enemy from within. And once you get all of your players in place and your judges in place and all that other stuff, you're good to go, and you're good to pull the TRIG, and just, I mean that metaphorically, and start your games, because you've got all your players in place, from school boards to your local, communities, to all the way up to the 3-letter agencies. This has been going on for decades.
Oh yeah,
It's like a
gradual thing, and,
Yep.
and
now
little by little, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden, bam, smack you in the face with
now the toilet bowl of democracy needs a big plunger, big time. So, just saying.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna post something, and these guys, and you have a beach full of people that just sit there and watch things going on, and then you have somebody that doesn't think twice and boom, calls to action. And no, don't focus on the lady in the picture here. I'll just go ahead and play it. And I have to mute it because the song, I Need a Hero, that song.
Mhm.
Way over here. Now, First of all, dang it, pause already. Here's the guy in question. You see him running out, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You don't mess with a man with a mullet. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Don't. He's all business. This guy's over here at a party, and he sees a lady out in the water drowning. You have this hero over here, with his arms up. Hey, over here, come here, you know, and you got other people on the beach, not doing a dang thing. This guy has to run full blast from a party to go save somebody. No thinking, just goes and does it. Jumps out in the water. Of course, he knows the water. He's an actual surfer, and I'll show what he looks like. And
yeah, there's some rip current there.
Yeah. And finally, oh, my ankles are getting wet. Come a little closer. You know, then people don't even want to go out below their waist.
They're gonna melt if they hit the water. That's why.
But again, he's full blast going out there and saving a woman. Now, if we go down here a little bit, you actually get to see him. No hesitation to jump and rescue her. It's a real hero, and this here is the guy. And again, I'm gonna say it, don't mess with a man with a mullet.
Not when he's near the water.
And he is a professional surfer, so he knew how to handle the water. But if he didn't, he would have still done the same thing. It's that what's in a man, I'll put it that way. Too often there's everybody standing on the sidelines waiting for somebody like him to go out there and do their thing. And I thought this was and you won't see hardly anything on the news about somebody going out and saving somebody unless there's an agenda behind it. And too often that's just what is in the news, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a shame.
Good morning, Gail.
Hey, Gail. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. And there's plenty of stories like that. Plenty of stories. And I know some people don't like this guy and disagree with him, but I like some of the stuff that he does talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and play one here. And it's a good idea. I mean, I actually had to look up the verse and everything, and I did the exact same thing, and it makes you humble. I'll put it that way. Let's go ahead and play it.
This verse is famously used at weddings, but someone told me that a good way to use this verse is to substitute the famous love is patient, love is kind with your own name to see if you are up to scratch when it comes to these qualities. So instead of saying, as Corinthians 13 verse 4 does, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. Russell is patient, Russell is kind, Russell does not envy, Russell does not boast, Russell is not proud, Russell does not dishonor others, Russell is not self-seeking, Russell is not easily angered, Russell keeps no record of wrongs, Russell does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. Russell always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Russell got a lot of work to do, it helps me to recognize that love is something I can be a vessel for. And even when I'm dealing with air here, I could be choosing to ensure that my conduct is always up to the standard. We live in this time of bewilderment. I think how many times you hear people say, kids don't come with a guidebook. There's no manual for living life. There is. This is it. I don't know why I assumed I knew what was in this book without looking at it. I should ensure in my conduct that I'm being patient and honest and loving and useful and sweet and not easily angered, man. I think of how easily it is to be on eggshells around my children. There's so much improvement that can be made. How lucky we are to have the opportunity to change. Let me know what you think in the comments in the chat.
Huh. Touche.
Yeah. And like I said, there's people that don't like the guy. I mean, I didn't like him when I first saw him in a couple movies, and then since he's been shunned from the business, I'll put it.
Yep.
He
got out of it real fast.
Yeah, I kind of like some of the things he goes with. Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I can say. I mean, he's changed a lot since when I first seen him. And for the better. I'll just leave it at that. From the better. Now let me see if I can find this here. I've got a mess, and I'm going to try to stay on track with this a little bit. Let me see, share. Now, I did say I wasn't going to play, none of the DNC and all that stuff that was going on over there, but there are such good things in this that need to be said and information that needs to be talked about. And yeah, gender neutral bathrooms at the DNC are gross. And these are people who support Democratic Party. And they're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
Which one are you gonna choose?
Is this for real? This is only happening.
Enjoy that gender neutral bathroom, Mike.
I don't know.
I won't tell anybody.
It doesn't seem right. They're all this way. Aren't they all this way?
Now, you notice who's going in these men, women, you know, and I'll just.
I don't know. I've never seen that. Is it the same? Like,
I think, yeah, there's men and women in there right now.
Well, I can't. Obviously, I can't film in there. Have fun. Let me know how it goes. I'll talk to you when you come out. Well, Mike just went into the gender neutral bathroom where obviously can't take the camera in there. That would be creepy. Have to be a pet.
Oh my gosh.
The part where he says, I can't take the camera in there because it'd be creepy. Not to mention what's in there.
What's already
It's creepy by itself, but we can't film in there because it's creepy.
Democrat to do that. But we're going to wait and see how it goes when he comes out. The loss of a moral foundation. So it makes me wonder if they've switched out all the urinals or if women that haven't seen a urinal are sitting in them. I might have to go in and find out.
Oh my goodness.
How was that experience?
I'll tell you what, never in my life did I think a day would come like this where you had eczema. That's bizarre. That's all I can say. What is wrong with that picture? A lot.
Were there urinals? Any women sitting in urinals?
I didn't look. I kind of went, kind of had a little tunnel vision in there.
What has happened to our world?
It's upside down. It's right now.
Yep.
This is the battle we're in. It's a spiritual battle of evil and good and nonsensical and the common sense. We have all this. It's like a teeter-totter, but we're winning. I really believe we're winning. More people are coming to the common sense bucket. I might not look common sense today, not having a mustache on inside, sneaking inside. We're inside the building now, everybody.
Okay, well, I did it. I used the gender-neutral bathroom, and I don't care who you are, there is something wrong with that. That is designed awkwardness. No urinals, thankfully. All stalls, and you hear people taking fat dumps, and you don't know if it's a girl or a guy. It's gross. It's really gross. All to appease a percentage of the population that has mental illness. That's what's crazy about it. So you've got mentally ill people, transgender people that want to feel more comfortable. So in order to make them feel more comfortable, we do that. No, don't vote for Democrats, guys. Don't vote for Democrats. Men out of women's sports, men out of women's bathrooms. Which one are you
Oh,
That's
there
crazy.
you have it. And that's just a little bit. That's just a little bit. Let me see if I can.
I used to work at stadiums and clean the bathrooms. I wouldn't want to, if I was still doing that. I wouldn't want to. I would leave my job if they wanted me to go in and clean one of them rooms, because women are actually messier than guys. So put them together and you get a whole big boom messiness everywhere.
Okay, this guy is going around again. Same guy going around Chicago, asking people who they're voting for and whatnot.
I vote for Trump. I vote for Donald Trump. I go for Trump.
Who are you voting for in 2024?
Trump too.
And why is that, ma'am?
He the best president ever.
Has Barack Obama done anything for around here and
He
these?
never did anything since he been in office.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he out. Trump the best.
Barack Obama, I ain't got no message to say him. I don't mess with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Trump supporter. Trump do more for black people and care more about black people. And Barack Obama, black. Just to let that be known.
All right. What about Kamala Harris?
I don't with her either. Yeah. All Trump all day.
Yeah. What's your message to Donald Trump today?
Keep going. Come get us, man. We waiting on you.
I'm a Trump supporter, man. We gonna keep this going. Trump, he a real businessman. I'm a real Republican, man. I want Trump back in office second term.
What would be your message to Barack Obama?
Oh, pump some money in here. Pump some money like Trump, you know?
Your message to Donald Trump.
Come on, man. Get us to the Super Bowl, bro. Make America great, man. That's all I can say. Make America great.
Everyone's so friendly around here.
Yeah.
Everyone's so friendly around here. I need chain game. Like this. Here we go.
What's up, my
Who
guy?
we need up in there? Who we finna let drop a bag in the hood? Who we want to get the bag back going in the hood?
Y'all know we gonna need Trump in that joint. Y'all
You
know
ain't
we
gonna
gonna
find
need
a
Trump
soul
in
around
that
here.
joint.
They ain't gonna say Trump.
Y'all got to dig what's going on, man.
Yeah, I'm taking over Benny show, man. It's Odie, man. I'm a YouTuber, man. Y'all get at me, man. But everything Trump over on this side of town. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can go everywhere. You see how dry this motherfucker is? We need Trump, boy. Whatever it's gonna do to make this flow back, man. Get it up. Let's get it going immediately, man. Benny, who you going for, Benny?
My president is making America great again, Donald Trump.
I'm going with Trump too. We locked in. That's what I'm talking about, man. I need the job with you, man.
I love Chicago.
It's my long lost twin, man. Separated at birth, man.
Better tattoos, better style, better hair.
We both good looking though, man. That's all that count, man.
Better
Pause.
teeth, and a better ride. All right.
Yeah, he's in Chicago. Yeah, he's been doing this every day. You can follow him on X, and he's been putting these out left and right.
Yes, Pat Evan, Trump speaking at the border was touching. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, these here are These are people that are that went to the convention or that is leaving the convention. This is what the people had to deal with. And again, excuse the language.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of it. Now, and I've said this before. These are the people that Democrats are supporting, and they're protesting the people who are supporting them. Makes no sense. I don't know, but yeah, this is going. People are trying to leave the DNC, and this is what they have to deal with. So tell me, why would you support something when you leave? You have to go through this. These are the people who you are supporting that is out there protesting and making it to where you can't drive home. And they're calling you names when you're in the car trying to get out of there. These are the people you're supporting when you're supporting the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's
nope.
That went way over there. Plus, well, this part ain't too bad.
The world is burning alive. Your paycheck will not save you. Your paycheck will not save you.
I bet he hasn't seen a paycheck since the last one he got from Soros.
Yeah, which we will be talking about that here shortly. There's something going on, and it's being hidden from everybody except for people who go out there and show the stuff like this.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and because this guy is very vocal on telling the people get out the way, and it's a bit much. It's like every 2 seconds F-bomb comes out left and right. You can see him.
Yep.
He is not a happy guy. Well, let's go ahead and get
Blocking traffic.
and again, I've said it before. How many times these people? Why are they hiding their face?
Right.
If you're so proud of the thing that you're supporting and you're protesting, again, I say protesting,
because it is.
then why not be proud of it and show you're a human supporting it? No, they cover their face up, and because you know that it's not a protest when they do things like this. And what's worse is the media follows this around and glorifies it, basically.
What's your solution? What's your solution? Third party?
And again, at the end here, the protesters are yelling at the people who are supporting them. And these people will still vote Democrat.
Paid actors.
Yes. It boggles the brain.
All right, Jennifer.
Okay. Now I've got this all mixed up. I'm not sure where this is at right here. There was another one here that. Dang it! I must have accidentally deleted it.
Uh-oh.
Let me look over here. Oh, and this is another part. I actually want to put this up here first anyway. So let me get this. And I've talked about, bring this out with Act Blue. It's a company for the Democrats, where people can donate for the campaign. I'll put it that way. It's supposed to be for the campaign. If you believe that, then yeah, I've got beachfront property in Arizona for
Oh,
sale.
did you know I'm a millionaire too?
Yeah.
Go Ricky, you're funny.
But yeah, this is well, I'll just go ahead and play the video here.
Yeah. See this?
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
And if you didn't know, he's really not a Harris supporter, but he's got all the gear on, and you have to have a mask, by the way, to fit in.
We were going to use actblue.com to make the donation. If we could maybe have that money transferred through all these different people to make more of an impact, because it seems like that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah. So any questions you had, you can send to support.
Have you heard of James O'Keefe?
Yeah, I'm in the cold room.
Hi, how you doing?
Can we leave out?
What's the issue? What's the issue?
You guys seem to be harassing her. She asked for help.
Well, how am I harassing her? Are you going? Can I ask you some questions? Are you going to vote for Harris?
All right.
No, as soon as I started asking them questions, they ran away. This is the new technique. I'll just ask questions. You will run away. Undercover at the DNC convention as a Kamala Harris supporter, I wanted to find out what was going on. I stumbled upon Dempalooza, where Act Blue had a booth set up. Here is how it went.
We are literally the facilitator of this digital platform. So you go into Act Blue, donate through us, it goes to the campaign. So we have campaigns, state parties, county parties, C3, C4s, like pretty much the entire ecosystem of people and organizations.
Yeah.
So it's usually it's busier in the morning for sure.
Yeah. All right. What time's ice cream?
11 to 1.
You guys hear that?
I heard it.
11 to 1.
Make sure to stop by.
How much do I get? Do I get one scoop or 2 scoops?
I'm pretty sure they're like packages, right? Yeah, little package. Yeah.
About to get a wristband to get inside Dempalooza.
Hello.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, very good.
I'm good.
You're all set. All right. Thank you. Here we go.
Good morning.
Well, here we go. The market has plunged again. The writing is on the wall. It's time to take action. The elites and big banks are pulling the strings, creating financial chaos to strip you of your wealth. Don't let them win. Call my friends at Bishop Gold Group right now. They'll help you shield your assets with gold and silver, the ultimate fortress against this financial tyranny. Act now before it's too late. Protect your future. Protect your freedom. Protect your...
I believe
Tell them about our company.
So we came by yesterday and we talked to Jose. Last night we got to shake Obama's hand. They let us go backstage, which was cool.
We got to shake Obama's hand last night, and we were kind of on the precipice of whether we should get involved, but with all the energy and everything. So we're partners, but
In
also
life and
in life and in business. And we want to get more involved, and
we're interested in donating. Then yesterday we were like, okay, we're all in. Which was cool. We met Obama and that was cool. So
That's very cool. Well, if you wanted to donate to the Harris campaign,
how does that work specifically? I just told my guy I want to donate, but because you can donate to Senate races and so forth, right?
so all Well, any campaign organization that is running as a Democrat or progressive has the opportunity to be on ActBlue. And so if there's anyone in particular, you can Google them, find their link, and you just donate. It's a secure payment processing.
What's like the max someone's ever donated?
Oh, well,
It's probably, I don't, maybe you don't know.
so the state and local and federal, everyone has different limits. So you can look up the federal or state and local campaign limits for the specific area you're thinking.
We're excited about the energy. I was on the fence, but after last night, I'm ready to do it. So I guess let's go on the website. I mean, what do you think? Should we do it through the company or?
I think probably through the company would be best.
Capital.
And your name was?
Carolyn. Yes.
Well, I'm all on social media, and Elon. I mean, I don't know why he's become so partisan, like with X. I don't get it. But I was on X, and he shared something about.
I think it was about ActBlue.
Elon posted they were putting money in the names of other people or something like that.
That is not based.
With the FEC website.
Yeah, everyone has to donate, and everything is put all their information.
Yeah, because it said that the FEC website had hundreds of donations in the name of a specific person. Have you heard of that?
No, I don't. That's not based on anything. I'm gonna grab. If you have specific questions, I can grab our director of different departments. But that is all based in
lies.
Falsities.
Falsities. Yeah, I mean, I figured it was disinformation. Yeah. I just it was just I don't know. I didn't know what the answer to that was because I want to make sure that when we donate, it's on the up and up.
Yeah.
So
you got to put in all the information.
Is that person here? Is that someone's here now or?
Just give me a second.
Okay, no problem. Hi. Hi, Jamie. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for stopping by. You guys just hanging out. They look all decked out.
Yeah, thank you.
You like the jacket?
The whole getup is. I have that shirt.
You have the shirt?
I do have that shirt.
Yeah.
I do have that shirt.
We were going to ask about donating, and specifically with the FEC website, it said that there were all these people that had donated through one person hundreds of times, and we just wanted to ask about that.
I can connect you with our comms director.
We were going to use actblue.com to make the donation, but we were wondering if it's possible for our donation to go through, if we want it to be most effective, if we could maybe have that money transferred through all these different people to make more of an impact, because it seems like that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah. So any questions you have, you can send to support.
Have you heard of James O'Keefe, O'Keefe Media?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I love this part.
Yeah, you can send to support.
Have you heard of?
Watch this lady right here.
Yep.
She recognizes him.
Yep.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Someone's about to hit the donkey.
One more time.
Have you heard of James O'Keefe, O'Keefe Media?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to.
Yeah. She's gonna go and you know what herself.
Go clean up after you answer questions.
Ma'am.
A good way to clear the room.
Ma'am, why does the FEC website show that money is being used for those purposes? I mean, hundreds of donations through one person. Carolyn, is that your name? That's what your name badge said. Hi, do you guys work with ActBlue? Then why are you sitting in an ActBlue table? Oh, friendship bracelets. Have you heard about this scandal involving FEC contributions that go through ActBlue? The ActBlue put a statement out saying it's a disinformation campaign, that all these donations are going through the names of other people. Have you heard about this? Well, ActBlue's talking about it. FEC website shows so many donations. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Are you with ActBlue? Here she comes with it. She went over there. Let's talk to them. Hi, I'm James O'Keefe. Hi. You guys take pictures of me. I don't know why you do that, but I'm taking pictures of you. We like taking pictures. We love pictures.
And by the way, do you know why they do take the pictures? It's because they send copies of these pictures to be aware of these types of people, because they're going to ask you questions, and if you see these people, don't talk to them. And
Like a wanted poster. They put
yeah,
you up on.
And they're running away. They like to run. They like to walk away. They run away. Come on. Hey, Carolyn, why did you lie and say your name wasn't Carolyn? Carolyn, is that your name?
No.
This is your statement. The promoters of this disinformation campaign. What is disinformation about the FEC website? Carolyn.
Hey, fellas,
How you doing?
can we leave out?
What's the issue? What's the issue?
You guys seem to be harassing her. She asked for help.
How am I harassing her? In today's rapidly evolving healthcare landscape and mysterious shortages of medical supplies being proactive by its chief accounts, the upgraded kit features a comprehensive and savings of over 100. So,
you guys are following her around. I'm currently by Home Depot.
We asked
Mike,
a few questions.
Who's Mike?
Who's Mike?
I can't be following people around here.
Okay, we just asked a few questions.
Yeah, but if she wasn't answering, why are you following her?
Because there's money laundering occurring on the FEC website.
Okay.
Serious issues. And we're trying to get to the bottom of it. We have a right to be here.
Yeah, but you don't have a right to harass people.
Did y'all
do that yesterday?
When you say,
Did we go through that yesterday with y'all?
No. When you say harassment, what are we talking about? What do you mean by harassment?
You guys do have a right to be here, but you don't have the right to harass people.
Now, I will challenge you all the way to the Supreme Court if you tell me I'm harassing someone by asking. Right now, you're harassing me because I don't want to be stopped.
Sir, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm James. Nice to see you.
James. What's going on? How can I help?
There's nothing. I don't need any help at all. How can I help you? We're basically trying to get some answers to this question about money laundering with the Act Blue, with the people's names being put on the FEC website thousands and thousands of times. It's a very serious issue, and the public have a right to know. That's what's going on.
Understood.
So respectfully, if they don't want to answer your questions, I would just appreciate that you not follow them, because that's what we were called for.
If you're following them, we're going to have to escort you off the property.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I understand.
Okay.
May I walk up there again and ask another question?
Not if she doesn't want to answer. As long as they don't want to answer the question, though, I would just ask that you respectfully move on.
But define move on. Like how many seconds?
As in,
Is it 5 seconds?
If they're just not answering.
You seem like a relatively.
Okay, it goes back and forth with this.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not going to go ahead and continue on that path, but yeah, he's been doing a lot on the Act Blue thing, and well, you've seen when he took his hat off, his glasses, they recognized him, boom, right away, like, oh, I done messed up,
He is up.
she was gone.
She had the look of shock on her face.
The other lady had to go to the all gender bathroom.
Yeah.
I wonder if she was trying to figure out what gender she was as she was entering. What am I today? I don't know.
Dang it.
Or you could go in as a woman and come out as a man. This
Yeah.
way, if you go in as a shim, you can come out as a shim and you got both sides covered. Right?
Yep. Yep. Ishi. Excuse me, I sneezed. Ishi.
Well, let me see if. Dang it.
Right, Jennifer? She said she can't hide in the bathroom now because he can follow her in there. Which is true.
Yeah, we can't take cameras in there because that's.
But you can still take a microphone.
That's gross, evidently.
That's a little weird. Oh my goodness.
Dang it, man. I had this. Oh, here it is. Good. I got it. Bring this up here first.
Yep, you can still voice record. You could have still brought the microphone in them.
Now, here we see. Now this is stuff that's going on in Chicago. Well, that was going on in Chicago. Somebody's paying for this to happen, and Eric pretty much hit it on the nose earlier. I'll go ahead and play it.
So I'm just curious, what group are you guys with? Like, who's funding this?
That's a great question. I think we're just going to keep loading.
You say what?
We're just going to keep loading. Thank you.
Just going to keep loading? Okay.
Yeah. Do you mind not? We don't want to talk to you.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I'm in public. I can keep filming. I'm just curious. So, like, so what do you have? You have masks and, well,
Hey,
it
Kimmel.
was clear, so I can see right in. You're not really hiding much from me. But so, no, I'm just curious. So, who do you guys work for? Why are you wearing masks? Why are you attempting to hide your identity? You got all these supplies. Don't
Show
want
your
to tell me
face,
who's
coward.
paying for it. I mean, if it's with a nonprofit or something, just tell me, you know?
Who are you
It's just weird.
Who are you with?
I'm just a citizen. Doesn't really matter. You're not very tall, so you can't. Oh, you're above me, I guess.
You want to go troll somebody else?
It's interesting. What are you gonna do? You gonna touch me?
No.
That's probably not a good idea.
Please leave us alone.
Have fun.
I wonder if U-Haul made them pay for that trailer. Mm-hmm. Things that make you say,
Yeah.
Oh my.
And let's go ahead and bring up the second part of this. I got to share it first. And again, who is paying for all this massive items for the protesters? The U-Haul trucks, which there are many. There was blocks full of these trucks. Thousands of professional made signs, truckloads of food and water, staff members, hotel rooms, airfare, bail money, lawyers, you name it. And here's a little bit more on this. This is all being funded. All signs are already made up.
Those look like fresh pickets too for those signs.
Oh yeah, this is all been printed out and ready to go beforehand. Look at all the materials in the back of these trucks here, and this is a staging area. It's more or less a staging area, and then they're going to transport people to a certain location closer to the DNC. But this is what these people look like without their mask. This is before they get started in there. These are the guys behind the scenes type. Not to say these are the money people that are paying for this, but these are the ones being hired to get things going. And again, this is not, a bunch of people from college coming out and saying, oh, Hold on, let me make a sign up with magic markers and stuff. These are professional printed signs done up on brand new wood and everything. This is not, you know, somebody in home economics making these little signs and stuff. This is all professional done. This is somebody with a lot of money backing them. Yeah. Again, it's, you know, who do you think's behind it?
The spooky dude from Hungary, whose
Yeah.
country won't take him back.
Soros would be my first thought right off the bat.
Yeah.
Let's do some more DNC.
Morning, Lake. Camel Carl.
Rewind that. Add that.
He's speaking for a lot of people.
But Trump is winning over some black men, Latino men, and that is a real problem for Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris has got a big problem, right? I watched a Benny Johnson video out here in the south side of Chicago, walking around the strip mall with a microphone saying, who you vote for, going after African-American men. Donald Trump. This is Barack Obama's hometown. Donald Trump in the city of Philadelphia. Donald Trump has a great deal of support from African-American men. You know, one of the things that I note is lacking from a lot of this programming as well, a lot of outreach to the Hispanic community. I mean, you know, I don't see a lot of Hispanics on the stage, right? And so they got a lot of work to do. There's going to be a lot of work to do in the Hispanic community. You know, people, the folks who are in the middle class feel a pinch on the economy, on immigration in their communities. Yep. It's going to be a real race. Look, nobody thinks it's going to be easy. No. It's going to be down to a few votes in all these states and all these counties, and that's why it's important.
She's got work to do. She's speaking for a lot of people.
But Trump is winning over some.
You notice at the end, again, this is CNN. This is not supposed to be happening this way.
Mm-hmm.
This guy comes in and it's like, whoops. They stutter. They don't know what to say. And he's trying to cut him off, and
it's going to be down to a few votes in all these states and all these counties, and that's why it's important.
She's got work to do.
she got some work to do.
That's Vance Jones. He's an idiot.
Let's see. DNC, you know, the Democratic nasty clowns. Wouldn't be a convention or whatnot if we didn't have her. Now, I don't know what it is or anything, but this is supposed to be a big deal. Just watch.
She had too many ice cream vodka floats this morning.
Have you remember not too long ago? I think it was Bush's the seniors funeral or whatever ceremony thing.
Mm-hmm.
There were envelopes given out, and this was to the Clintons, to the Obamas, you know, and they were showing it. And when they opened these envelopes, their faces were like you could see the change of their face. You could almost see the blood drain from their face.
Mhm.
And who knows what were in those? Nobody knows. It's, it was one of those videos where, you know, um, conspiracy people went crazy about. Now, this they're saying these envelopes were given out to the head people in this convention.
Mhm.
If you notice here, this piece of paper, you can watch it. I don't see it dropping, but there it is. And everybody's talking about these envelopes at this convention. I don't know what they are, what they say or anything, but this is supposed to have been one of these envelopes, and yeah, I thought I would
Hopefully it's
play
wrong.
it, and it's one of the big posts that's on X right now is these envelopes, and
Mhm.
she accidentally dropped one of them. So you can go from there. I'll just bring you the story. Where it goes from there, who knows? Yeah.
Hopefully somebody good grabbed
Looks
it.
like a dryer sheet.
Yeah. Looks like a drying sheet.
Yeah, I played it in slow motion and everything. I thought maybe you could see it pop out of her pocket and fall, but whatever happened, you don't see it from this angle, and it's just
It's
appeared.
probably from the other side, not from that
Yeah.
angle that they captured, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody on the other side of her, to her left side, left side, maybe they get a picture and
Yeah. Now, I haven't seen too much about this here for a good while. But U.S. government reports say fluoride at twice the recommended limit is linked to lower IQs in kids.
Mhm.
Where do you think this? Dun, 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 dun. New York. U.S. government reports expected to stir debate concluded that fluoride in drinking water at twice the recommended limits is linked to lower IQ in children. Um, hmm.
Is that why they're all going stupid? Yep.
Yeah.
And doing stupid things.
Makes you wonder, is this what happened to the Gen Zs? They overdosed on fluoride. But yeah, evidently this is a big thing. The CDC's involved in it and everything.
I noticed there's more advertisements for now new toothpaste brands without fluoride in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that used to be, you had to have fluoride. And
Yeah.
they gave it to you in the water because there was no way to get fluoride to you. And then it was, oh, fluoride's bad. We have to get rid of it. Now it's like, oh, it's making your kids not as intelligent as they used to be. That's why I'm glad my kids grew up on well water.
Yep.
It makes you wonder what's in your water that you get from the city and stuff. That's something to get into right there.
That's why my husband and I have vouched not to get any more bottled water because you don't know what to put in that either. That's just as bad. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna start
that's
going to
why
the
I have a
milk.
tester.
Yep.
Even I may not do it like every bottle, and I get the 5 gallon
Mm-hmm.
bottle.
We have a natural spring over here. We're going to start going to.
And I test it maybe once a month because I go through like 2 of them a week. And I test it and see if there's anything in it that or over the amount. 'Cause it will show you if something's too high.
I'm with Heroic. He says, drink beer, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but they got where does the water come from?
Where's the water
that's
come
put in
from?
that beer?
Yep.
Or drink coffee from Mother Russia.
And in history making, Eric dug this up in his backyard and gave it away. Largest diamond in over a century discovered in Botswana. Yeah. 240 or 2,492 carats is a half a kilogram. And it's, you know, it's only worth $63 million. Woo! Imagine finding that in your backyard, though.
Well, it'd be nice.
Yeah. As soon as I found that, you know, the city would say, "Oh, you don't own the mineral rights to your property." The city does that. So give us the diamond. That was my luck. You know, I'd find something like that, and somebody would find a loophole to take it away from me. Yeah, but you know, I thought this was something interesting, and I mean, look at that diamond. Oh, that would make one heck of a ring, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
But
Nowadays,
Big Mike.
Nowadays, they're all lab grown too, so it's good that they found a natural one.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And we have this lady. She does the the TikTok thing. Where you go around asking people, but she's one of the good ones. I'll go ahead and play it here.
Trump or Kamala? Kamala. Why is that? I think it's obvious. That's all I have to say.
Oh, absolutely Trump. All day, every day.
Why is that?
Because he's for America. He always has been for America. You go back to his interviews from the 80s. He's always loved America. I don't give a...
Now, okay, you've seen the first two people. The first one, Harris. Why do you like Harris? Well, I think it's obvious, don't you? They have no reason, unless it's because she's a woman. At least that's a reason. But when Trump supporters are asked why, they say why. You know, he's for America. He's for the people of America.
I can't begin to tell you every reason.
Just like one?
Yeah, democracy.
I would vote Trump. You even know what democracy is, buddy. 100%.
Kamala.
Why is that?
I think her rhetoric is empathetic.
Kamala.
Why?
Because she'll make sure that democracy endures in this country, and Trump will destroy democracy in this country.
What is your favorite thing that she's done so far in office?
She's brought joy back to this country.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go with Trump, how the world is working, the reality of inflation in comparison to the increase of what people are being paid out. And it's really started to strike me.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
Why is that?
Because I'm in the housing industry and I'm from Texas. When he was in office, we were just blowing and going and work. And since, the last 3.5 years, we see it diminishing now.
Why is that?
I don't know, maybe because her progressist his ideas, something like that, but I'm not really sure.
Kanye. I knew.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it just goes to say these people that can't give you an answer they want camel toe. It's just the whole process of how she got put in there. She didn't win any
There's
delegates.
no democracy in that.
No, I know. That's my point. It's
Yeah.
like these people are so misinformed, and then they're worried about democracy. Well, look what they did to Uncle Joe. That was a coup.
Yeah.
But they're good with
well, look what they say. It's the exact same thing the media says. Exactly.
Yep.
They don't have their own opinion. It has to be the opinion of the media. Now, I'm going to bring something up, and I can't talk about it. So you're just going to have to look what's on the screen here. Now, I've already got this up, and this is what the Harris Party thing is doing right now. The whole strength through joy, joy this, joy that, and all this. Now, you'll be surprised of something here. Let me find it right here. Now, I'm using Google. Okay. We're going to bring this up. As you can see on here, I'm not doing no trickery or anything like this. You can do it yourself. Strength through joy. Now, let's go ahead and hit enter. Now, we got to be quiet about this, but if you see this over here on the right-hand side, I'm not sure if you can, I can zoom into this so you can see it. But you see the symbol here. Can you guys see that symbol?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see what this promotes, the purpose of it, promoting that word. You see that word right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Holidays since 1939. What was something that happened in 1939?
Mm-hmm.
Again, and I'm not going to click on any of this stuff because I don't want it in my history, even though I searched for it, just to see what this strength through joy is that the Harris Party is pushing.
Yep.
You can see what this is. All this stuff. Headquarters, where it's at, the leader. You can do searches on this stuff, on this guy. I don't have to say any more. Yeah, this is what, if you're thinking about going, and I don't think too many people in here would, but you never know. There might be somebody comes across this that wants to go Democrat. Think about it before you do. This is what they're pushing. And that's scary when you come down to think about that. Let me find this. Window. This one. Oh, entire screen. This one? Yeah, that one. Share that. Okay. Bring that up. There we go.
Right,
Go
Greg.
down here.
Hey, Greg.
Now this is and I haven't heard this yet. I just found it right before I was going live. So this is unplugged interview, a radio interview. I believe it's just audio. It's a Venezuelan immigrant shares her her horror story of living under communists and all that now is being the same thing's being proposed by the Harris thing. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. Let me. Okay, evidently it is not.
Brought to you by My Pillow. On My Pillow's 20-year and My
All
Pillows.
these
Voting
ads.
from Congress has become commonplace, but when it comes to securing our border, it's a failure that threatens our community's security. With over 8 million illegal crossings since Biden took office in January of 2021. Bob Casey has been representing Pennsylvania, yet has failed to fix an issue that has snowballed into a crisis. We can complete construction of the border wall where it's most strategic. We can hire more Border Patrol agents, and we can enhance border security. Tell Senator Casey that they must stop delaying and act now. Visit securebordersecureamerica.com and sign the letter by clicking Get Involved. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Joining me today on this episode of Rose Unplugged.
There it
I've known
is,
for a few
finally.
years now. Daniel DiMartino, he's a graduate fellow at the Manhattan Institute. He is from Venezuela, and he has the most amazing backstory. We're going to have him give that to us. But first, let me just say, Daniel, it's good to talk to you again.
Hi, Rose. Thanks for having me.
Why don't you give us a little bit of the backstory? You've told me your story. It's fascinating. But tell us about your family in Venezuela, how you came to be here in the States.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Venezuela. As you may know, it's one of those countries that's been destroyed by a socialist regime. We went from being the richest country in Latin America to being the poorest country in Latin America. And, we went from being a normal family with a car, with a home, with electricity, with water, to not having any of that. And so I came to America in 2016. I moved to Indiana, then Kentucky, now I'm in New York City. My parents also left. They're in Europe. And so that's what happened. And now, what we've seen is it's a regime that started out democratically. They got elected, implemented socialism initially through those powers they obtained democratically, and then they stayed by cheating in the elections constantly. And what happened 2 weeks ago was yet another stolen election in Venezuela.
You told me a story that stayed with me, and that was about a gas station that your family owned or operated, and how that was even taken away. I think if you could give us like a little more detail about how difficult it became there, because I want the younger generation, your Generation Z, your Gen Z, and I want you to think about those right now, the millennials.
There you go.
Gen Z,
That's much better.
who don't really understand just how bad socialism is. So if you can give us even a little more detail and tell that story about the gas station and your family.
Yeah, so what my parents did for a living is that we owned the gas station. And what happened was that the government decided that gas should be essentially free. Imagine that it was 1 cent to fill up your whole gas tank, right? Like essentially free. So obviously we couldn't make money from it anymore. And so you'd say, well, then why didn't you just close it down? Because the government then said, well, we're going to pay you to continue operating it. And it's going to be now under the government's company. So they took your company, they took ours. We became government employees, essentially. We were paid subsidies based on the sales. And they paid the subsidies very late and in our currency because of inflation. It got depreciated very quickly. And we went from making $3,000, $4,000 a month in the early 2000s to making $100 a month by 2016. We're making less than the employees who were filling up the gas tanks.
Oh my
And
God.
so that's your socialist equality for you.
That's crazy. It does just the opposite. And this Maduro is being accused of attempting to steal a presidential election there in Venezuela right now. And they say that this re-election, it's like an insult to democracy. But you guys haven't had democracy there for a very long time. So, but it's never been this strong before. I think they've never been so outrageously transparent, I guess you could say.
Right. So this time, instead of just having like paying people to vote for them or forcing them to vote, there's videos of all of that. Even in this election, they still lost by a huge margin, by 40 points. So what they did is that they just announced a different result. They faked the result, and they did it so badly too that they rounded the number, and so it was like a perfectly round decimal. So it's statistically impossible for that to happen. So Maria Corina is the real leader of the opposition. Edmundo, who is the guy who won the election legitimately, he was just there because he was the only one that ended up being allowed to run by the regime. And really was all a trick. He had been registered for a long time as a candidate. The regime didn't know he would end up being the opposition candidate, so that's why they didn't ban him. Unlike with the previous replacement, Corina Joris. For context, nobody knew who Edmundo was until a week or two before the election or something like that. But I didn't know who he was. And yet everybody voted for him because he was the person that Maria Corina endorsed.
Yeah, and he wasn't Maduro, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, we would vote for anybody except Maduro.
Exactly, and it was a landslide by Edmundo Gonzalez, and the thing is, there's a lot of countries right now, and I think this is interesting, that are recognizing Gonzalez's victory, even the countries that are left-wing governments, which I find interesting. And if you have a comment on that, I'd like to hear it. But they seem to be sympathetic in the past to Maduro, but now they're saying, like, I'm talking about Brazil, Colombia, Mexico. They are now demanding proof of this victory.
Neither Mexico nor Brazil nor Colombia have recognized that Maduro lost. They have only said that they wanted Maduro to prove the election victory, which he's in the process of concocting the evidence. Right. 2 weeks post-election, they have arrested over 2,300 people, including a friend of mine the night before yesterday.
Was your friend kidnapped? Wasn't your friend kidnapped?
Yes. So
you're muted, Bush. I'm
not going to go and play too much more of that. If you want to go check out, I put the link in chat there, so you can go check it out. But like I said, or what they were saying is that, remember when I talked about the locking of prices and stuff? When it gets to a point to where there's no money to made in that, in what they said was gas. So we'll go with gas. Say they lock the prices, and everybody said, "Oh, that's great. You know, we can start saving money and everything." What happens is there's no money to be made, so these companies will shut down. So that's when the government comes in and pays that gas station to keep it open, and people come in there and pay and everything, and they think, "Oh, that's wonderful. We an easy way to make money," but it's at the very minimum of money, and you're being locked in to that, meaning you can't get out of it. It's almost like, the welfare thing, where you get into it thinking, "Oh, well, it'll help me until I can get on my feet and stuff." But the point is, it locks you in there to you're dependent on the government to keep you living. They give you just enough, food stamps to feed your family and whatnot, and it's hard to get out of that rut. And it's the same thing that they're going to be doing. People say, "Oh, it's Venezuela. Who cares?" These are the testing areas of their little things that they're planning for the United States.
Yep.
They test this on multiple countries. That's why they have these deals with these countries, so they can implement these things And then all of a sudden, that seems to work there. Let's bring it to the United States. And then, boom, you're living in a communist country all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing you can do about it, so to speak.
Control.
Yep.
What it's all about.
Believe it or not,
Bubba.
Hey, Bubba, how's it going? And
Hey, Bubba.
you have to, if you're not subscribed to Bubba News there, he puts out some really good stuff. He has some late night streams and premieres, so you want to check out his channel. And guess what? When you thought it was all over, when you didn't think there was going to be any more, found some more stuff. Let me get rid of this banner here. Now the quality is horrible on this camera, but I'll go ahead and play it. I think that pretty much the sound has been removed. But this is a body cam, by the way. And Lake went ahead and posted his channel. So if you're not subscribed, get over there and get it done. You won't be sorry. Now, if you don't recognize this, the water tower is right up over here, which means this is the building where the shooter took shots. I'll just leave it at that. You see, I don't know if anybody caught that. We'll go back here a little bit. See him run across there? That is the actual shooter. And again, sorry about the quality. This is just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He is actually standing up at the spot where he takes the shots. Standing up, plain sight. Everybody's seen him. He has a pew pew in his hand. To me, I don't know, that seems to be a threat. He should.
Yeah.
There should be the firefighter should still be here at this point, Now he's going to walk clear across the whole thing.
He's
here.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Standing up the whole time. There he is again. He's going to cross this area up. And this one, they cut it off. Come on, play. No, dang it. I hate this player on this thing. Now, I'm not sure who this is because it's so messed up. Now, if you remember, I played the body cam of when they were talking and stuff, and they had said, I bet you this is where he got up at. and it pretty much proves this is where he got up at and walked all the way across there. And you can plainly see this guy is standing up, walking clear across 3 buildings to get to his spot, carrying a pew pew. How he was not, taken out within that time, I don't know. Because that to me is a threat. And you can see him getting up. This guy walks completely. I don't know who he is, so I don't know if it's Secret Service or Popo or what. And right there's the 2-story building. The windows are on that side, but this is the middle building that he's walking across. And eventually we will get a better image of him walking across there. Is it'll be leaked out, but yeah. Just when you think it's over, they give us a little bit more body cam footage. And there have been people that have been asking to get all the footage, but they only give you so much each time. And it's pretty interesting why they only give you so much each little time.
We all knew that more would be coming out eventually anyway.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Because it's very unhideable.
And those throw together metal buildings there. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna guess you could hear somebody walking on a roof.
Oh, there's nobody inside though.
No, there was supposed to be a go team in there.
No, there was 2 people in the 2nd story building.
Right.
The rest of the building was cleared and checked and sealed.
Okay, but that's what they're telling you.
Well, yeah, that's. But the one video that I put out beforehand, that says that they shot somebody in the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
There is no, there's no other buildings, even where Trump was at. That was a barn. There's no stairs over there.
There's
the
also
only stairs
reporting-
are in that 2-story building.
Right. There's also
So-
reporting about, do you have the second one in custody or something
Yeah.
like that? So
Yeah, the person in red shirt. There was a lot of hints, and they've already said that there were 3 other people, suspects.
Yep.
Not saying what degree of suspects they were, but persons of interest and all the fancy terms. But yeah, there's so much that it's going to come down to, and there he didn't do it by himself. There's no way he's riding a bike around there, which no bikes are allowed in the area. If you in the other
rangefinder,
the fenced in area where Trump was, you had to go through a checkpoint. But mysterious enough, anybody could walk up on the other side and look past the fence and see what was going on. They didn't have to go through no checkpoints, but they were Butler police that were in that area that were telling people to get back from the fence, whatnot. But they didn't say anything about his bicycle, and he left it parked with a backpack sitting next to it, and he's walking around with a barrel of a pew pew hanging out the back of his backpack. That to me is a threat. And when he walks across those buildings, he has said pew pew in hands. Why he was let off 8 shots. I don't know. But a lot of the Secret Service now are on paid leave. They're actually on paid leave that were involved in that. In other news, as they say, and this seems to be a major problem here lately. California woman fed up with stolen mail sends Apple AirTag to herself to catch the thief. And that's exactly what she did. She's all the time, and it's just not the porch pirates that are doing this. This is people in the mail system and the delivery system involved in this. And she kept, ordering stuff and all this. Packages just wouldn't show up and things like that. She had enough of it. She kept calling. Sometimes you would get refunds and sometimes they would send another package, but she was tired of it. So she sent a little Apple AirTag, their little coin size thing, and she sent it to herself and tracked where this was and actually found out who was stealing her packages and stuff.
That was
Why do
smart
we
for her to
have to
do.
do this? Why do citizens have to do their we pay taxes for the police to do this kind of stuff, but you report this stuff and it's just marked down in a book, or well, not anymore, it's on a computer, but and then it just sits there. Nobody does anything about it. Oh, let's wait until we get enough complaints to where we can't hide it anymore, and then we'll do something about it. This lady went ahead and done it herself and actually caught the thieves. It's a shame that we have to do that kind of stuff, but that's where we're at.
She was very smart to do that, though. Very smart.
Yeah. And this is one of these ones where I try to get the opinion of you guys out there. And it's not set in stone yet, but I've got a couple things here that's real interesting in this. But RFK Jr. has officially withdrawn from the presidential ballot in Arizona. Now, this could be the first stage of him dropping out and then putting his support to Trump. The first question, would you guys support him in doing so? Would you support him supporting Trump? Or would it be better for Trump not to be involved with him at all? That's my first kind of question there. The next one is, let me see if I can find it first. And I don't know if I even have it up. I don't even have it up here anymore. Bring this up. But that's kind of my first thing there. And I'm not going to find this anytime soon, so I'll just bring it up. The next thing being, would you support him to be head of the FBI or the Secret Service for that matter? Knowing his history, his family history, would that be a good fit for him to be head of the Secret Service?
That's a little iffy.
I don't know.
I think he'd be better off with like the FDA because he's into against a lot of the vaccines and stuff like that. I think Dan Bongino would be better at the FBI director.
Yeah,
That's just me.
and these are things that are being thrown around. This is not coming from Trump or anything. These are things that's, you know, uh, these are things being tossed out there by people.
Right.
There's been FBI. There's and he might not even be any of these things, but this is, you know, just people talking. But the Secret Service thing was kind of interesting because, you know, the Kennedys with all the assassinations that they've dealt with, or the accidental, you know, plane crashes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cars being drove off bridges and, ooh, you know, it goes on and on. And a lot of it, it's been said that, you know, the Secret Service has been involved in it. And that's as far as I'm going with that, especially on air. But yeah, it gets you wondering. But I myself, I wouldn't be opposed of, you know, him throwing his support to Trump.
No, absolutely not.
As far as, you know, the other stuff, it's good to talk about, but you know, that's Trump's business, and a lot. He actually had to fire a few people, you know, that he had working for him when he was in president, and I think that's a good thing. Not to be afraid of giving somebody the boot because they're not doing their job.
Right.
Unlike, you know, keeping somebody that's doing a horrible job in office and not being accountable for their stuff. You know, what was that guy's name with the transportation?
Buttigieg?
Yeah, him. Trump would have had him fired. You know, the thing in Ohio, the train thing. Why did it take him so long to get to?
Yeah.
You know, Ohio. How long did it take Biden to get to Ohio? Trump was there in the first week.
Yeah.
And he wasn't president. He was buying everybody McDonald's and giving out water.
Yeah.
Oh, Trump is giving old water to the people. He's giving water to people. Oh, that irritated me. That's a whole other story with all that stuff going on. Oh yeah, this was also in the news too about the yacht thing.
Yeah.
Divers finally recovered the last body, which was the daughter. I
They
don't
didn't
know if
find
this
her.
is actually going to play or not. It's half the time this. No, it's not. Dang it! This is like the worst website for their news because they'll put a story out and then I'll go to play it and it plays something totally different. But anyway, all 6 bodies were recovered. They had a really hard time getting his daughter out. Where this goes from here, there's so many conspiracy things going on right now that I don't even want to even talk about half of them or any of them really, because yeah, some of them are really crazy stuff. Other things is emergency's been declared after volcano erupts in Iceland, creating major fissures and fast-moving lava flows. Hopefully, come on. Yay, we actually did it. I'm going to go ahead and mute it because it's just a bunch of noises. But you can see this stuff is spitting it out. This is in Iceland. Yeah, it's one of the volcanoes they don't talk about too much. And now it's, you know, a big emergency now because it is spitting that lava out like crazy. Ugh. What else do we got here? Because we're kind of over the 2 hours. But let's go ahead and I've talked about these two here before, and I thought I would go ahead and play the video. Okay, we're gonna go and mute it because there's music. And they're really not fighting. These are two that grew up together. They love to play with each other in the snow and whatnot. Cool little panther. And there's plenty of videos with these two, but yes, I love watching these two play, and you'll see them in the summertime and stuff, and you think that, you know, that panther is going to tear up that Rottweiler, and but
looks like a baby Tobias.
Yeah, they're just so lovable together. And I thought I would play that because it's one of the cute little things. And as you guys probably heard there about the story with the police hunt for the man who threatened to kill Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can't talk about him too much, but yeah, evidently, yeah, Tobias didn't like that guy either. Yeah, authorities are looking for the man who threatened, and they already found him, by the way, and everything, allegedly. Again, you don't know half the stories that come out of this, but Trump was in Arizona yesterday, at the border and whatnot, and going over, and he gave a speech and everything down there about the border. You know, Harris is supposed to be in charge of this thing, and all she talks about in her speech thing was how she's going to fix the border and how she's going to do this. Where you been? Why didn't you fix it before? It was already fixed until you guys broke it. Why haven't you done anything yet past this? I don't know. I could go on with this, but anyway, yeah. That was the news on that. And also, before we end things here, I'm going to go ahead and play, hopefully, this video.
Yes. Yeah. They're in that drawer. Yeah. Right.
Share screen. There we go. And this is AI for you, hopefully. Dang it. Rewind.
Can artificial intelligence tell when your cat is in pain? That's what Japanese smartphone app CatsMe says it can do. Mayumi Kitakata often frets about the health and well-being of her 14-year-old cat, Chi. Though to help Chi live a longer life, she turned to AI. In March, she became an early adopter of CatsMe. Kitakata says the app helps cut down on the guesswork of when it is necessary to visit the veterinarian.
黄色くなってるのが痛みがあるっていう判断がされた時で、それがちょっと続いたりすると獣医さんに、うちの場合は電話で相談して、こういうふうになんか何日も痛みがある表示が続いてしまった時はやっぱりおかしいなっていうので。
The app was developed by tech startup Carelogy and researchers at Nihon University, who trained the AI mode on 6,000 pictures of cats. Professor Kazuya Edamura co-developed the app.
その痛みがある顔っていうのを我々スコア化して、それがどれぐらい今の顔にこう合致するかっていうのを AI で判定するっていうソフトになっています。で、実際ですね、それで痛みがあった症例っていうのは我々把握してますので、それをフィードバックした結果、今は 95% 以上の正解率になってるんじゃないかなと。
Developers expect that level of accuracy to improve as the AI model continues to train on more feline faces. Since its launch in 2023, CatsMe has been used by more than 230,000 customers. While pets are an integral part of many families around the world, these companions have an outsized role in Japan due to the aging population and plummeting birth rates. The Japan Pet Food Association estimates there were almost 16 million pet cats and dogs in the country in 2023. That's more than the number of children under 15.
Now, I'm looking at this for a certain reason. Now you might think, you know, what's the big deal? You're checking on your cat and seeing how healthy it is and if he's in pain or not and everything. The thing is, this is just the start. This is the start of things. You know, when you have AI determine if your pet is happy, you determine if the pet is in pain or something like this. Now, imagine this in a bigger scale, but it's at street corners or in airports, and it's scanning your face, and it's determining if you are a threat or not. Because AI is telling it, oh, you know, the little squint of the eye is determining that this person may commit a crime or something in that nature. This is where the AI is headed. It's going to start determining if people are threats or whatnot. And the thing is, and I'm this is all hypothetical and all that stuff to be safe from, you know, YouTube and all. But imagine, you know, somebody, this is enabled, and you're walking in a mall or a shopping area, and AI picks you up and says, "Oh, this person is in distress. They're liable to commit a crime or something," and then boom, you're arrested because this AI says that you're ready to do harm or commit a crime or something. But yet you try to tell them, I'm not trying to commit a crime or anything. I'm just constipated. And it seems funny and everything, but that's how this stuff is going to happen. And it's just, you know, this is the step it's going through. You're going to see it in pets, and then you're going to see it in kids. You know, is your kid happy? Is your kid thinking about deleting themselves or something like that? Take a picture of your kid, and this AI will determine if you have a happy child or a healthy child. And everybody will eat this stuff up, and then eventually it's going to be weaponized.
Yep.
where it's going to determine who is a good person, who is not. And it has nothing to do with you. It's an AI. And that's where I think this is headed toward. It may sound, oh, this is awesome. I get to tell if my cat is happy or not. Why do you
Yeah,
need
no.
an app to tell you this? Go over and pet your cat, and if it purrs, hey, your cat's happy. you know?
If it claws you, then no, then hey, it's angry.
Yeah.
Sounds like some movies that we in the past that we've all
Oh yeah.
watched. You know, I
It,
know.
what was that movie that they had these three people that could see into the future or something, glimpses into the future.
Oh.
Minority Report, I think it was.
Yep. Minority Report.
And they found out that it was corrupted by individuals. But there's a lot of movies like that. But,
yep.
Well, guys, we kind of went over a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and play video and make everybody hungry. And again, it's more of a canning video, but it's still food stuff. Let me go ahead and bring up the page here. Do that and hit this button. Oh, back up. There we go.
Today we're canning our favorite garden salsa. Come on, we'll show you how we do it. Now all the ingredients are fresh from the garden, so let's start with some of our tomatoes. We're going to use about 6 cups. We're also going to use about 2 cups of our fortune teller onions, and we can't go without adding about a cup of those green onions. Y'all know I love them. And yes, this is necessary, unless you just don't want to add them, but white onion and green onion definitely have a different taste, so we're going to use both. Again, that's about 1 cup. We're going to go ahead and toss those in there. And now that I butchered and annihilated all those tomatoes, I'm going to go ahead and toss again about 6 cups in this recipe. Let's go ahead and toss these tomatoes in here with about 1 cup of corn, which I didn't film, but I had it, so I'm using it. Now let's go ahead and toss those white onions in there. We've already added our green onions. Let's go ahead and give this stuff a stir. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you it smells great in here. And basically what you have so far is just a simple pico de gallo, kind of. Now let's go ahead and add a few more ingredients. Now here's where you can add your chilies, but I'm making this for family, so we're going to go ahead and just add something mild like a green bell pepper. We do use pepperoncinis and stuff like that. Just use whatever pepper you want for your heat level. We're going to go ahead and get that mixed in here really good. Now we're going to add 1/4 cup of vinegar to the mix. Now you can use apple cider, either or. Here we are adding about a teaspoon of chili powder. I also have about a handful of cilantro and 5 garlic cloves that I've chopped up. This is elephant garlic, fresh out of the garden. So we're going to go ahead and add both of those. Now, if you want exact measurements, again, that's 5 regular cloves of garlic and about 1/4 cup of cilantro. We're going to go ahead and next add another dry ingredient, and that's 1 tablespoon of sugar. We'll go ahead and incorporate all that. Next, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. I'm going to tell you what, this stuff is already smelling like fresh Mexican restaurant salsa. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of salt, and you're probably going to add a little bit more later, so make sure you taste it. But we're going to go ahead and get all that incorporated in, and now it's time to cook our salsa base down before we show you guys how we can it store it long term. Now it's later in the evening when I'm making this, but we're going to cook our salsa outside and kind of crush our tomatoes for about 20 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and let the base cool and then put it in our jars, and you can choose either or, but we're going to use pints today. And once we get our jars filled, we're going to make sure that the lids are absolutely clean with a little bit of vinegar. Then we're going to put our lids on, and we're going to put them in our water bath. Once our water and jars has come up to temp together, we're going to go ahead and water bath these pints for about 10 minutes. And that's it, guys. That's how we store the best salsa recipe that we've tried so far. Now, if you made it with us this far in the video, we want to thank y'all for watching. Y'all keep.
Yeah, this is MB Heritage's Farm. I went ahead and put their link in the description or in the chat. If you'd like to go check them out, please do so. Yeah, I mean, it's one way of making salsa. There are many, many different ways. I do like the idea of adding some corn in there, though. Corn's good.
Yep, nothing wrong with corn salsa.
Yeah.
It works. So yummy-licious.
And with that, I
Maybe
will. I kind of went overboard on the news stories because I've got like 5 other stories that I haven't got to, but let me go ahead and go with the verse of today. Know the love of Christ, which passes knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. And that's 15. I can't even talk. I need a drink. 3:19. And with that, I want to wish everybody a happy Friday and a blessed weekend. And not sure if 101's going on tonight. I'll probably be on live at 8.
I'm trying to schedule a live for 2:00, but it won't let me. Something's up with StreamYard right now. They're having problems.
Huh. Yeah, it
So
could be. So look for Crazy at 2:00.
if
I
not,
should
I'll put it in my community tab that, I'm having trouble. So
I should be live at 8 to 9 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. And then Saturday, I'm not sure what's going on Saturday, but hope everybody joins us on Sunday at 10:30 on Joyful Noise or Vineyard Chicks Joyful Noise and Notes, and 11:05 with Dig Deeper Ministries. And everybody have a blessed weekend.
Yep. Stay safe. Stay blessed.
God
Peace out.
bless.